Hey everybody, welcome back to Team Brothership. It's full of ghosts. This is episode 4? I think we've talked about before how as soon as we pass episode 3, I just kind of, Village of Outcasts, I start forgetting what... I get stung by a bee. I start forgetting what episode we're on, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4. Welcome back. As you'll recall, in past episodes, we rescued Zelda. We found the... Oh, is this the guy that gives you... Alright, that's a ton of money in there, which, I guess we can take it. We're down to 300. Yeah, look at that. We found the Master Sword. Well, we started the game rescuing Zelda. We found the Master Sword to become the legendary hero. These are the Dark World's equivalents of chickens. Then Zelda got kidnapped again. Anyways, now we're in the Dark World trying to get her back. Get her back. Oops. Those guys are like the thieves. They just take money from you. So we're about to enter into one of my favorite dungeons in the Dark World. This thing right here. You gotta just like pull open with your Link's brute strength. But before we go in there, there's a ton of other stuff, and we're kind of taking the dungeons out of order this time, because this is dungeon 4, 3 is up there, but 4 probably gives the most valuable item in the Dark World, as far as stuff that can influence the world and be useful. So I usually like to do that one before Dungeon 3. There's a couple of others that we'll do out of order too, but in the meantime, there's a few things that I wanted to do before we go too much further. So as with all Zelda games, well, I guess starting with this one, there are a few heart pieces that you can get from mini-games, and I kind of hate them. One of them is here. It's the Pick a Chest game. There's a heart piece hidden in here somewhere. We get to open 2 chests for 30 rubies. All right, where are we going? Where's the heart piece? Is it here? No, it's 2 arrows. How about here? Oh, boy. Can I open another one? Oh. So yeah, you basically just have to keep throwing money at this until... there's probably some way of, like, gaming the system since this is an older game. I usually feel like... wow, these are really garbage. But yeah, you kind of have to just throw money at these, which is useful that there's 300 rubies. There's actually more. There's another chest with another 300. Wow, I'm doing bad. I think last time I played this game, I got it on like the 2nd or 3rd try. So we're not going to waste too much time here. But... Oh, that's good. That gave me back most of the money that I lost. Oh, and there's the rest of the money that I lost. We're making out like bandits. I'll probably do this one off-air in case it takes a long time. Sorry, I'm still doing it, aren't I? I can't help it. Ugh. Wow, that's a bad one. All right, I'll come back here off-air and get this heart piece. It can, yeah, I mean, it's random, so it just takes time sometimes. There's also one other mini-game, which we'll also probably do off-air, that is over this way. Because it's also random. Oh, yeah, that guy. Well, we can't help him yet. Oh, actually, you know what? We can't get to it yet. So never mind. We're going into the dungeon. Yeah, it's a really good item that's in here, so I usually try to do this dungeon as soon as possible. Is this the other? I think that's the other house that has 300 rupees in it. Or is it this one? Is that the shop? I think this is a shop. Oh, no, that's where we already went. Got 300. Alright, let's go into the dungeon. Let's do it. Let's get the item that we need. Oh, right. Let's get that. This is just a cool dungeon because it's like a... it's like a bandit lair. I think this is... Okay. Alright, we gotta just kind of noodle around for a little while in here until I remember where things are. That we want. This dungeon's kind of broken up into... golden power! Kind of broken up into chunks, you know. The first of which is laid out like this. And then the second half is a little more traditional dungeon style. Can I... Oops. Whoa. Guy hits kind of hard. So yeah, this is like the bandit's lair, which is kind of cool. These guys are bandits, essentially, I guess. That's useful. It's basically laid out like a grid. I don't think this is... Yeah. Being bandits, there is a fair amount of money in here, too. But there's a couple of items that we need to snag that I don't super remember how to get. Oops. Oh, come on. Sorry, grabbed the wrong thing. But if we keep circling, I'll eventually find them. I think this is just, yeah, nothing super exciting in here. Yeah, I could have killed that guy ahead of time. Actually, I think it's down that way, if I'm remembering. Oops. Oh my god. Jeez. Is it here? No, it's the other way. There we go. Yeah, those guys pack a bit of a punch, so it's good to take them out quickly. Here we go. I think there's a thing here. Is this the key? Nope, compass. I think it's down here. I could be wrong. Oh, golden power. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we got everything now. Got all 3 of our items. This is still... oh, damn it. I was going to explain that that's what those do, but now you can see it. Even with your moon pearl, they still take over. I think... No, nothing. They still hit you with that thing. I think we still need a key, though, to progress. Can I remember where the key is? Probably not. No, I will. Eventually. Little slimes sometimes drop hearts. That's fine. That's fine. I think we gotta go back up this way either way. But I do think we need a key. Oh, no, I guess we can just go that way. That's fine. I thought I saw... Oh, you know, I was thinking of the... Yeah. Alright, so now we're into sort of the second half of the dungeon. Oops. I think there is a key in here. I guess not. Oh, yeah, there it is. This is... Okay, this is actually the boss room, but we can't... Another reason why I like this dungeon, because it's a little bit non-traditional. You have to coax the boss out. He's not just there waiting for you. There we go. And actually, it ties back into our first episode, if you remember, when we went to the village. So, no, I don't want to go there yet. Remember how I said when we went into one of the homes, there was a guy who's like, "Oh, this used to be the lair of Blind the Thief." Well, as we've seen a few times, these are kind of weird enemies, aren't they? As we've seen a few times in this game, things in the dark world tend to correspond to similar things in the light world. And so this is more or less. I do think I need to hit that, though. You know what? In the interest of just not dealing with this nonsense. So, as we are in the Dark World now, in the village, the location of the village from the first game, the first chunk of the game. Oh, he didn't want to go down. I think there is the thingy. There we go. This is the location of Blind's lair in the Dark World, because it was his lair in the Light World, too. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. And if you'll recall, his name is Blind. He has issues with light. And you'll notice there's a lot of, like... that guy hits hard. For a little... Oh, you know what? I should have done this first. All right, let me get rid of these things. I don't know if these are supposed to be lizards or bugs or what. Cockroaches, maybe. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed by these things. Not today, friendo. Alright, so you notice there's some busted floor, and there is a light beam directly on top of it. We need to deal with that. I need to get some health back. I think you can blow up all of these things here, but I'm not going to. I think that drops either bombs or snakes. I'm not going to find out either way. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to leave that open though, because we do need to go through... Oh, actually, did I show this yet? Oops. There we go. The magic powder turns them into regular fairies, which you can then, I don't know, ingest or whatever it is that Link does with them. I don't think we need to kill this guy, but I don't think he drops anything. Yeah, whatever. But we did need to open that up. Okay. I don't know if these guys have falling animations, actually. We could find out, I guess. It's a little tricky. I feel like there's something in this room that I'm forgetting. That just so okay. That's what we want when I come back upstairs. In the meantime, no fireball in my face, thank you. We do have to move this. Is that? Do I want to go that way? Yes. I think that's the item. Jeez. Oh, damn it. Oops. That was stupid. Oh, God. Well, that got me back to the door pretty quick, I guess. Stupid thing. That didn't help. I think that just loops back to where we were. Alright, yeah, well, we gotta go this way anyways. So, you're in some kind of a prison. Thankfully, these big locks will, our big key opens them, so that's useful. I don't know if these guys are supposed to be locked in, or I think they're guards. Oops. Oh no, it's the maiden. Okie dokie. I don't know, this one's not in a crystal for some reason. Lucky her. In the meantime, we will pop over here. Oops. I forgot. Alright, we gotta skedaddle, skedaddle. Alright, so this is the upgraded power glove. It lets you... you get trapped otherwise. It lets you lift up the darker rocks, which is useful. I don't think you actually need it in the dungeon for any reason, which is a little weird, but whatever. Now we can go through here. So, okay, spoilers, but interestingly, if you try to leave with her, she won't let you go. Like, we're in the dungeon for the duration now. Yeah, this may be giving off some slightly suspicious vibes for some reason. So let's just go into here. Oh, look, there's a giant, like I said, this is the boss room. There's a giant sunbeam in here for some reason. It's from where we blew that big hole before. Uh-oh. It's blind. Yep, he was in disguise. What a dirtbag. Oh, now we've decapitated... Ah, stop that. We've decapitated him. Get back up. This is a relatively easy fight. It starts to get a little buck wild, though. Oh, come on. Get him. There we go. Alright, he's starting to lose his... Holy moly. I think that was a powered up hit. There we go. All right. Not super hard, but it does start to get a little wacky. Anyway. So, that was more or less my favorite dungeon in the game. I just think it's neat. It's like the bandit lair, and you've got the phony maiden. And it also has like a really good item in it that we can now use to do a whole bunch of really cool stuff. There's the actual maiden. She looks like the fake one. So Blind knew what he was doing. Most of the bosses in Zelda games, period, and certainly in this one, are just kind of like monsters. So it's kind of neat having a boss who's like a dude, like a guy who you can actually converse with, even though he is some sort of weird werewolf fire monster. Anyway, we should be listening to this lady. She's telling us important stuff. Guess they weren't very good nights then. I guess... I mean, is that ironic? That seems like kind of a good setup. I sure do, lady. Let's do this. Okay. Should I treat myself to one more treasure chest game? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. Let's grab the middle one. Maybe that'll be... I mean, that was good, but... oh, well. Anyway. So, yeah, the gloves that we picked up are, like, super strong gloves. So now we can lift up the really heavy rocks, which gives us... kind of opens up the last few areas of the game and gives us some useful things that we can do. Actually, you know what? Before we do this... You'll remember there was this thing over here. Oh, I don't need the... This fellow is trapped. I sure ain't. Alright, so this guy joins our party. This little frog dude. Oh, we never actually went into the blacksmith in the village, did we? Alright, now we can lift this up. And we can use our mirror to bring this guy back from the Dark World, which I'm sure he'll appreciate. I don't know why we don't bother rescuing more people. I guess this guy gets it just because he was polite. Yay. They're very grateful, the little dwarf blacksmith folks. Okay, and yeah, they offer to temper our sword, which we definitely want. So I'm gonna do that. please. All right, so we do we do technically lose our sword for a little while. I forget how long. It's only like a couple of minutes that it takes them to do it. But there's a few things that we can do in the meantime that we don't need a sword for, one of which is hurling ourselves bodily into their well. I guess we could have done this part earlier, but it's easy enough to just do everything all in one go. All right, there's this ominous fountain here, which we can throw magic powder on. And it brings out this vampire-looking fellow, or bat bug creature. He's a little conflicted. He's gonna avenge himself, but he's very polite. All right, so he says that he's lowering your magic power by 1/2, but what he's actually doing is it cuts the cost of magic in half, which, as you would imagine, is quite useful. So, especially later in the dungeon, in certain dungeons, we're definitely going to need a fair amount of... Oh, right, I can't use my magic, or I can't use my sword. Okay. I don't think they're done yet. In the meantime... Oh, sorry, chicken. It's actually the first one that I've wounded this game, I think. In the meantime, we're going to knock in all these posts, because I'm obsessive like that. Chickens! Stop it! Get out of here. I don't want to hurt you. They're actually like skeleton chickens. Ta-da! Secrets. I think this is a, heart piece. Nice. We'll probably get another completed container today. I'm thinking, alright, are they done with my sword yet? That would be ideal. I don't want to have to wander around too much without a sword. That gets problematic. Yeah, what about it? Nice. Alright. So now we have the level 3 sword. And it makes this kind of like molten sound, so we hit even harder. So I think we can one-shot those blue guys now. We deal 3, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, units of damage. Alright, back to the Dark World. There are a few other things we can do now. We're so close to the other dungeon, though. It's probably better to just do that. But before I do that, I do want to show one other thing. I'm just going to hop down here. Ooh, actually, is that going to... It's not going to permanently boot me around, right? Yeah, no, I can still... There is another mini game over here that we can do to get some free... I guess we could have done this earlier. Get some free stuff. Well, not free, we gotta pay for it. Some weird bird-looking guy. Oof, 80 rubies is a lot, but... Alright, get out of the way, get out of the way. We can just dig in his field. And there is... Oops. There is a heart container in here somewhere. It is placed randomly. Although... I do typically find that it tends to be like in a row of like when you start getting really good stuff. Oh, damn it. I wonder if it was around there. I mean, the good thing is we did largely get our money back from that. But yeah, this will be another one that I will probably do off air. I guess I could pause the recording and do both of these right now, because they will get us another heart container. Not that we really need it. The next dungeon isn't super hard. Alright. Get out of the way. Oops. The good thing is, like I said, you can usually get a lot of your money back, if not all of it, by your digging. I usually find it over on this side for some reason. But, oops, come on. Alright. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to pause the recording and do a couple mini games for a minute to see if I can get those extra heart pieces. But I'll be back in a second. Hey, I got it right on my next try. That I did. I literally ran over here and got it. So, alright. I haven't done the digging one yet, so hold on. There we go. Okay, that did take a bunch of tries, but I found it. I got it. We're good to go. And actually, we're even in better monetary shape than we were before. We're about to hit max money again, which that sounds like a really cool person's name. I did want to point out before I forget that I actually did max out my bombs and arrows before. I said I was going to do that offline. Oh, there's an arrow shooting minigame here that doesn't give you anything worthwhile. But yeah, I did go and spend all of my excess cash. So we're probably going to just max out on money. I mean, I do need to get some potions at some point. Maybe I'll grab a potion after the next dungeon. Oops. We do need a couple of potions, and we can get our last bottle too at some point. Get this guy. Nice, one shot at him. Alright, we're heading into the next dungeon, sort of. This dungeon is also a little bit different than some of the others, in that it's in the forest here, but it's kind of spread out across the forest. There's a few different entrances and exits, and I definitely forget where everything is here, so we're just gonna run around for a little while until I can remember where things are. We should be able to grab this guy, though. Alright, there's our map. I guess I could use the map like a normal guy. Yeah, I think it's only going to show me what's in this area. Alright, we'll need to go to one of the other spots. Oh, actually, you know what we can do? As you'll recall, in the light world, there was an opening here. There's a few other holes I think you can jump down into to get spots. Oh, these little guys. Little piggy people. I don't think we can get this yet. I think this kind of loops around. We can open the way to the item. But we don't have the big key yet, so we can't actually get it. Once we have our big key, this is where our item is. We'll come back for that. But yeah, the entrances are kind of scattered, so this dungeon is very much like broken up into a few different pieces. So let us go around and we'll pop into some of those spots. Is this where the guy that eats my shield is? No. There is one of those things that eats your shield here, and I really don't want to deal with that. These guys. If you've played Zelda games before, I forget what the mummies are called. They have a specific name, and they're like real sturdy. Oops, and there's wall masters here too. Everybody's favorite Zelda enemy, the wall master. Oops. I do need to listen. Ooh, that. It's very easy to get snagged by one here because not today, wall master. Because we gotta move this thing over there. Alright, I think that's the key that I need. I almost had a triple kill. Then you get the points bonus. Ah, damn it. Boop. I don't think that's... Oh, nice! Alright, well, let's go get our item then. Momentarily. I don't think... Oh, it is a thing. Alright, let's open up that, because I don't remember where that goes. You can just grab our item and go party right at the boss. Oh, that's useful. And actually, well, we may need to go around and get some extra keys, which I don't think are in here. You can chop the vines down from the walls. This might be a really quick dungeon. Get out of here, you. Not that we really need that money. Boop. Down we go. Get our item. This is another item that you don't really need. Wow, he dropped a ton of bombs. You don't actually really need this item to finish the game, or even to fight the boss, but it does make him slightly easier. It's the fire rod, so this is kind of the complement to the ice rod that we picked up a while back. Alright, well, let's boogie on out of here then. There's a bunch of... You can actually just ignore a lot of the locked doors in this dungeon, because as you've seen, we already got the big key and the item, so really just have to make sure I've got enough keys to make my way to the boss. And a relatively easy boss, especially if you decide to just go at him with the fire rod. He's pretty simple. Is there a key around here? There's a wall master. I don't think they ever run out either. Alright, I'm actually gonna take that with me. Oh, you know what? You do need this thing because you have to... You gotta open up the last section, that's right. Which is kind of cool. Looks scary. Alright, let's get in here. This isn't particularly long. You know what, actually, I don't even need that, because that's a key, and I can just use the spare that I came in with. I can just skip right by this crap. And I think I know how to navigate around this one. Oh, damn it, that wasn't what I was... Ooh, Wallmaster. Out of here. I think that's it. Okay, couple of annoying things. We gotta clear out the mummies. In some of the games, if you set the mummies on fire, they turn into skeletons. I don't think that happens in this one. Alright, let's get rid of all the mummies. Clear out all of this. Because... Alright, I do need this thing. We gotta do... You can do it with the lantern, but these go out really fast, and it's very tricky to make it over here with the lantern. It really helps to have the... Stupid thing. Walloped me. I think we want to... Get rid of this. I think we want to go that way. Yeah, much like the curtains in the wizard boss room. Oops. Getting grabbed by a wall master at this point is pretty annoying, since he will take us all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon. Oh, there's the boss. Easy peasy. Huzzah. Oops, I should have... He's a big, creepy-looking moth. Ugh. Whoa. You can get him with the sword, too. Oops. He just goes down a little bit easier with the fire rod. Yeah, not a whole... Not a big threat. Wow, we plowed through this dungeon. That was like 10 minutes. It's kind of neat, but if you know what you're doing, we skipped like half of it because you just need that one key to get through the door. There's a whole section where you have to like loop around and get the other key. Whatever. Hey, what's up? You're very welcome. Oh boy. Well, that's pretty grim. I sure am. I'm working on it, lady. Thanks. All right. Yeah, we got time for another dungeon, certainly. So let's. Oh, it is actually funny. You kind of have to go back through this dungeon. Oh, I don't need money anymore. Oh, there's the shield eater, which I want to avoid because I don't want to have to buy a new shield. Yeah, you do have to go back through the dungeon to get out of the forest. Okay, the plan is I'm going to do some sequence breaking again. But to do that, I do have to go get another item that's a little bit out of the way. So, yeah, let me... How do I want to do this? Alright, yeah, I'm going to go back to the light world for a minute. And I'm going to go back up to Death Mountain. Oh, you know what? I should have left that someplace better. That's fine. Oh, yeah, here's how that works. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to Death Mountain. You don't need to watch me go all the way back up to the top, so I'm going to pause the recording for a minute. All right, we're back on Death Mountain, and there's a couple things we can do here now. We can talk to these guys. They don't, despite the fact that this guy is supposed to be kind of a jerk, he doesn't try to steal your moon pearl or anything, or even ask for you to help him get back. Okay. I forgot to... I really should have brought a magic potion with me. But, oh well. We can use our magic cape, and thankfully we got the magic meter reduction thing, so that will help a teeny bit. Hurry. Alright, I'm gonna take some damage here, but that's okay. Heal up. And grab this thing. Hey, it's the Cane of Invincibility, which you really only need in this one spot. And we're gonna take some damage anyways, because we're definitely gonna run out of magic before we get to the end of this. That's okay. Alright, not too bad. We ran out of magic, but that's fine. I thought that was a heart piece for some reason. There's some other stuff we can kind of do if we... Whoa. If we screw around with the mirror, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. Alright, so the thing that we actually have to do here is back up at the top. Oh, we will need some magic, so hopefully we can get somebody to drop a bottle of magic at some point. Alright, as you'll recall, we can use the mirror here to kind of crest Death Mountain. Link really should take those people back with him, like he's kind of a dick. Alright, get in here. And this thing we need. Oh, right, the book. The old book. There goes the thingy. Alright, so that's the third spell, Ether. We've got Ether, Quake, and Bombos, or whatever it's called. We don't actually need Bombos at all, but we do need Ether. So we're going to head to our next dungeon location. And to do that, we have to use the bird and the ocarina to go back to the desert. And go here. We are sequence breaking again. This is Dungeon 6. But if you do this one first, you can avoid a really unpleasant puzzle in dungeon number 5. You can just kind of skip it wholesale. I don't need money anymore. Oh, you know what? Stupid Mike. That's fine. I'll go back for it. I forgot to grab something when we were in the village, but it's okay. There should be... Oops. Am I in the middle of that right now? Alright, we can get another item here. I think it's a heart piece. Yeah. If I can remember how to appropriately do this. Alright, that's good. And there is another heart piece right around here, too. Oh, shoot. Although, do I need... I may have to farm enemies for magic. Because I do need a little bit of magic to get into this dungeon. Is it this one? I think it's the one on the other side. Yeah, that's okay. I can get healed up here. I kind of really wish that I brought that magic potion with me. Alright, there is... kill this guy. It's so long. There's another heart piece around here. So this is the equivalent of the forest temple. Yeah. Heart piece and some money that we don't need. Oh, damn it. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta go farm some magic. Alright, nobody was dropping magic, so I'm gonna do one other thing that I kind of forgot to do. So this is back in the village, the dark world where the blacksmith house is. You can find this treasure chest, which has the key locked inside of it, so you can never open it. So you just carry it with you as an enormous inconvenience. But, as you may recall, there were some rumors that, remember the dude in the sleepy guy in the desert? So there were some rumors that he was like a bandit or a bandit leader or something. So, oops, no, I need that. Oh, birds, crows. Alright, so we can bring the chest to him. Yeah, I sure did. I will keep your secret, I promise. I won't tell. One of the options is tell everyone. Alright, so we got our last bottle, and since I have a ridiculous amount of money that I don't need, I'm just gonna go buy... will she give me anything? Alright, I'm just gonna buy a magic potion. Just drink it. Because screw it. And actually, you know what? I'm going to buy another one of those just in case, because that was inconvenient. Alright, I'll see you back at the dungeon momentarily. Alright, we're back. So now that we've got some magic, we can actually use... so you see there's a little ether symbol here. We can use that here. And that will actually clear up this storm in the swamp, which also brings up this kind of creepy bug plant looking head thing that we can go into, and this is our dungeon. So let's boogie. Alright, this is another longish dungeon. Got my hook shot. I'll need that a few times in here. Yeah, we're definitely going to wrap up with this dungeon because I have a feeling it's going to take longer than 15 minutes. Hey, it's classic Zelda enemy, the Wizrobe. And they're... Oh, Jesus. And they're just as obnoxious as they are in every other version of this game. Oops, did he hit? Oh, wow, he clobbered me. Not today, friendo. So normally I would have a little bit more reinforcement before coming into this dungeon, so we have to be a touch careful because these enemies are going to hit a little bit harder than we're necessarily prepared for. I think this is... Oops. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's the item that I can't get yet, which is fine. Everything's fine. We back here once we have the big key, which there's a... The whole game is kind of a big... The whole dungeon is basically like a big loop around to get the big key. Yeah, I can't go that way. That's fine. Oops, don't walk into that. And we have to... We are looking for... I think these things shoot fire at us. Yep, thanks. Ow. Yeah, I don't remember the layout of this dungeon. I'm terribly sorry. Oops. Alright, there's our little key that we need, so that should help. I think this way is just a dead end. Yeah, it is now. These guys drop bombs, which is fine. Yeah, that wasn't helpful. Go away. I could kill them, but I kind of want to hang on to them because, okay, yeah. I kind of want to hang on to those because if I need a fairy later, like if I take a lot of damage, then I can use my magic powder to get another fairy later. Okay. I think those keep coming back, but I do believe this is where I want to be, because I think, yes. Oops. Ow. That is what I want. Oh, and another key. Good, 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 good. Oh, damn it. Is there anything down here that I want to? I actually don't think I want to open this door. I don't think I want to use a key there. Again, I think there's a few areas that you can skip if you use your keys economically. And this should get me... Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, I didn't really need that. And I actually think I can skip that door too. If I go this way, that should bring me back out here, which should get me another... Oh, damn, can I go that way now? I want to be in... I want to go through that door, because that's an item over there. Oops, no, this is the wrong way. Sorry. I can go this way, I guess. Not that way, though. Woo. I don't really want to go that way either. How the hell did I... I'm already forgetting things. It's fine. Everything's fine. This will work out great. I want to get through that door. Oops. Stupid. Slugs that drop bombs. Right, here we go. Because that should get me that. Oh, another key. All right, I guess we can start being a little more generous with our key usage. We don't have to be so key stingy. All right, this door I do want to go through, I remember. Yeah. Oops. I want to leave that alone, though. Oh, another key. Wow, look at all these keys we're getting. No, I don't want to go that way yet. do want to do this, though, I believe. Oops. Oh. Yes. Okay. Although I do think this ends up being just like the compass. Yeah, it's not that exciting. Alright, we can go this way. Ow! Right in the face. Alright, never mind. We should have enough keys that going this way is fine. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, because once we found... Yes. Okay, good. I think Wizrobes just keep coming out of nowhere here, which is fine. I want to open up all of this. Endless wizards. It's like Harry Potter all over again. Alright, so now we gotta light all of these kind of quickly. No, wizard. Get out of the way. Alright, and that will open something that's useful to us in the other room. If they hurry. Come on. All the things went out, so thankfully it doesn't have to stay lit. Alright, and then we can go in here. Yes, and is it that? Yeah, alright. That's the hole that we want. We can jump down there. And I think this should get us our big key. Yeah, alright. We are ready to roll, so, and we remember where the treasure is, so... which we do have to backtrack for, unfortunately. Do I want to go this way? Yeah, that's the way to the boss, I think, but we want to go back and actually get the treasure first. Just back this way. Am I able to get back to the very beginning of the dungeon? Ah, damn it. Ah! Oh boy. Okay, that's some damage. Yeah, we want to go over here. Oh, you know what? I can eat this fellow. There we go. And we gotta kind of skedaddle here quickly. Whee! Alright, there's our cane. This thing is actually really useful because it, unlike the other cane, which I will probably never use again. Oh, and we're full up on items now. Unlike the other cane, which I will probably never use again. I guess we can use a key here. Get us back out to this section. It saves me half a second. Because we want to get... here, right over here, I think. Yes. That should take us back to more useful territory. Unlike the other cane, which kind of stinks, this one is actually really useful because it will create blocks, and so it can actually help you, like, really... it can help you kind of skip some puzzles if you know what you're doing. Which I sometimes do. Alright, I think we're just ready to... I think we're ready for the boss. That went a lot faster than I was expecting. Oh, right. This is where we actually have to use the cane. Alright, and it's... Oops, what happened? That was my last key, so I hope... I don't really need this at all. No. Sit on the thing. Thank you. Alright, we can just kind of ease our... I think there's a... Oh, no. Ease our way through here. I hope I didn't need one more key. Ow. Oh, well. And I don't think we need to do anything up there, actually. Oh, yes we do. I gotta reset the thingy. Where are you? Oh, come on, hit it. Thank you. Firewalls. None of those, thank you. And then go through here and oops, there were thingies in there. Sometimes weird little like rat monster things come running out of the holes that you blow in the walls. Ooh, yeah, like that. Got both in one shot of powder. Alright. I do think I need to do that. But I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out when I go up here, probably. Yes. Okay. Please go that way. Thank you. And we are ready for boss time. This guy's not too bad, but he does pack a punch, unfortunately. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay. Yowza. He'll get a little bit easier once we get down some of those eyes. There we go. Wow, that guy really packed a punch in a way that I didn't remember. There we go. All right. Ah, jeez. All right, we're getting near the end. Oh, cripes. All right, here he comes. Kind of like the boss of the Waterways dungeon. He gets quite a bit easier once you've eliminated his henchman. Wow, yeah, I was not ready for that guy to wallop me like that. But it's because we should technically be entering this dungeon with some extra damage reduction capabilities, so he's a little bit tougher than you would think. But we did it, and we're fine. I gotta just remember to replace that potion. We rescued another maiden. Good for us. You're welcome. Nope. No, he could not. Oh, yeah. So she's the one who reveals where Princess Zelda is. Because, I mean, we do need to rescue all of the maidens, but technically she's the most important one. I guess that's being a little bit hyper-focused on wealthy people. Royalty. Anyway, we're right about at our hour, so I'm going to wrap up. Yeah, we shotgunned through 3 dungeons today and a whole bunch of extra mini games and stuff, so we're in good shape. I don't think we'll wrap up next time. We'll probably need one more episode. But anyway, until then, I have been Mike with Team Brothership. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you real soon.